Welcome back to the guys. Time for another anime review. Welcome once again to my channel, guys. It's going to be another anime review from Hulu Anime. Not a lot of animes are exclusively to Hulu, but this one is, at least here in the U.S., in the area that I live, it is. But anyways, guys, if you have not checked out Undead Unluck, it is a good series. It has 25 episodes, I believe. Um, it's a series that I started reviewing as a manga. I think I did only about 4 or 5 chapters, and then I stopped. And then it was released as an anime, and personally, it didn't do as good as it should have, to be honest. Um, it is a good mixture of different genres, but at the end of the day, it didn't get the love it should have gotten, and I think it's mainly because of where it released, and not because of it not being as good as it was. So before anything, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media by checking the description below. There's also links there and playlists so you guys can watch more anime, manga, light novel reviews here in my channel. I do appreciate all the love and support that you guys have been showing this channel. We're so close to 1,500. We've been kind of stuck in this one certain area of subscribers. So hopefully we hit 1,500 in the next few days. So I do appreciate that love. So okay, yeah. So Hulu, they're not new to the anime world. They have been releasing anime since almost when they became a popular company. Uh, they start releasing series episode by episode a few years ago, and then recently they've been releasing their own licensed anime, which this was is one of them. And like I said, I think it did poorly just because of Hulu not being well known for that. You know, we know Crunchyroll, Funimation, who's that's not a thing anymore. Even people go to Netflix anime. That's a big thing because Netflix has been doing it for a while already. High Dive is another company that we know, and that's about it, right? There's not really much more beyond that here in the U.S. So, um, I think that is the one reason why I think it did poorly. Now, what is the anime about for those who are here for that? Well, the anime itself has different arcs, and I wish I could go through the whole thing, but it's way too much to go over it. But essentially, you have negators in this world, and these negators, um, they negate something. Their powers is are something. So, for example, Andy, our main character, his is undead, which means he cannot die. He's been trying to kill himself for years and decades and centuries, and he hasn't been able to. Fuoko, who is the other main character and the love interest of Andy, she is unluck, hence the name Undead Unluck. Fuoko has this sense of luck where if you touch her, you get some type of unluck. Either you die or you get hit by a bomb or something. So Andy falls in love with Fuoko because he really wants her to kill him. Like he has this mindset that if he touches her enough, he will get enough unluck that he will die. Now that's the whole relationship they get with. Fuoko is actually her character development is in the beginning, but throughout the whole series as well. But in the beginning is her finally having someone that can actually touch her and not die because he can't die, right? Um, so many other characters that we meet, but essentially these two characters, they're outcasts. They become part of a group of called Union by defeating two of the members of Union. They take their spots, and they're essentially this round table that go and do missions. That's essentially the first half of the anime. Them doing missions through the Union. We meet different characters of the Union, like Joyce the Arc, Titania, Gina Chamber, I believe is one of the ones that defeat Shang Xiang. So different characters that are part of the table. They all have their own background stories. Like Tatiana is very similar to Fuoko. She can't be touched and stuff like that because people can die. A lot of them didn't even find out that there were negators until something horrible happened to them, right? Um, Andy does have a second person that comes out once in a while, almost like a second. It's him, but in a different version, which is Victor, I believe, is his name, and he is actually the true undead persona. Andy is a persona that was created by Victor to kind of compress everything, right? So that's kind of where it is. The Union. There is a different group that shows up halfway through the anime. I believe they're called Under, and they're run by Billy, and he is a trader from the Union, and he basically has this whole different group that wants to do something different in the world, and essentially they butt heads, and it's basically negators against negators at some point, and then it's against a specific negator who um, they don't know who it is, and then it just becomes it's very much mixing. The end is very confusing. I will say that there is a negator that shows up called as unknown, and basically it's a negator that no one knows because that's their negation is that no one who ever if you ever learn about them you don't know them, you can't see them, you can't touch them. It's so weird. But this person also writes stories, and through these stories, one, he's telling prophecy that or he's seen the world end and start a few times, so she knows or he knows how it ends. um and basically it's telling the story, and they figured out that they're kind of like prophecies um coming true, so they're looking for this person, right? It's a whole mess. At some point Woko needs to go into Andy's memories to bring Andy back, and that about 2 3 episodes of just an arc of itself. Her going to all his memories. It takes her almost a decade to get out of there. Like that's how intense it is. Um, but yeah, she basically relives a lot of his memories to try to get Andy back, because in a lot of the memories, like I said, the main character is not Andy, it ends up being Victor. So um, yeah, that in a nutshell is the series. If it makes sense, great. If it doesn't, that's because it's such a complex series. Again, I can see why some people would drop it, especially halfway. Like it almost seems like you reach to a point where like the beginning feels nothing like the second half, and it feels like what the heck? Where this anime, what direction did they decide to go? Because it's not the direction we thought it was going. Um, but that in its own, it's a good thing for the anime. So I think it is one that's really not giving the appreciation that it should be given, and hopefully more people through this video will go watch it. It is on Hulu, 25 episodes. I believe it is fully dubbed. I started watching it dub. I had to finish it sub, but I think by the time this video releases, it's been fully dubbed. So make sure you watch it. I do appreciate all the love and support, guys. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.